Hello there! Welcome to Global Travel Tips. Picture this. You're retired, living your dream life abroad. Portugal, Italy, wherever. You think your US citizenship is permanent, right? Think again. Every year, hundreds of Americans, often retirees, lose their citizenship, sometimes by accident. The US government can revoke it for reasons that seem trivial or for simple mistakes. If you're living overseas, your citizenship is more fragile than you realize. Today, we'll show you how this can happen, what it means, and how to protect yourself. Hit like, comment, and subscribe. This is one alert you can't afford to ignore. Maintaining US citizenship isn't always a given, especially as life takes us in unexpected directions. There are several ways it can be lost, sometimes without you even realizing it until it's too late. Let's break down the 5 main ways you can lose your US citizenship. Understanding these pitfalls is the first step in safeguarding your status. First, fraud. This is perhaps the most direct route to losing citizenship. If you lied on your citizenship application, even decades ago, the government can revoke your status. It doesn't matter if the lie seemed insignificant at the time. Any misrepresentation can be grounds for denaturalization. The burden of proof falls on the government, but the consequences can be devastating. Second, voluntary renunciation. This is a deliberate act. Walk into a US embassy and declare, "I'm out." It's a permanent decision. This isn't something you can easily undo. It requires a formal process, and the intent must be absolutely clear. Third, serving in a foreign military that's hostile to the US. This one is fairly self-explanatory, obvious, but even joining a friendly nation's military with intent to relinquish your citizenship can trigger loss. The key here is intent. If you join without the intention of giving up your US citizenship, the situation is different, but it can still raise red flags. Fourth, taking a government job in another country, especially if it involves an oath or allegiance. This is where things can get tricky. Intent matters, but even seemingly innocent roles can be misinterpreted by the US government. The nature of the job and the specific duties performed are all taken into consideration. Fifth, treason or rebellion. This is the most extreme case. Rare, thankfully, but the consequences are absolute and irreversible. The common thread that runs through all of these scenarios? Intent. What were you thinking when you took those actions? The government presumes you want to keep your citizenship, and that's a significant advantage. But if your actions strongly suggest otherwise, they'll investigate, and you'll have to prove your intentions were not to relinquish your citizenship. Retirees living abroad are especially vulnerable. Signing documents for foreign entities, actively joining local political or community groups, or even acquiring new citizenship in certain circumstances can all be risky and trigger unwanted scrutiny. Many only discover their citizenship is in question, often after many years of living abroad, when attempting to renew a passport or upon returning to the US after an extended absence. Imagine showing up at the embassy, expecting a routine renewal, and being told, "We have a problem with your case." Your world shrinks instantly, and the future you envisioned suddenly becomes uncertain. Past actions, even seemingly innocent ones taken decades ago, can suddenly come back to haunt you in unexpected ways. The bureaucracy can be unforgiving, and the consequences of losing your citizenship are very real and life-altering. Don't assume you're automatically safe from these potential pitfalls. Just because you're not a criminal, a spy, or actively trying to renounce your citizenship doesn't guarantee your status is secure. The rules surrounding citizenship retention are complex and often counterintuitive, and even unintentional mistakes can cost you everything. Stay alert, stay informed, and be proactive in understanding your rights and responsibilities. Ignorance is definitely not a valid defense. So what happens if you lose your US citizenship? You can't just fly home now you're a foreigner needing a visa that's not guaranteed? Your right to vote? Gone. Your voice in American democracy? Silenced. Federal benefits like Social Security and Medicare? At risk or lost entirely. If you don't have another citizenship, you could become stateless. No passport, no legal protection, no ability to work or own property. Your entire legal identity, bank accounts, licenses, property can unravel. Family members who depend on your status may also face chaos. Consular protection? Gone. If you're in trouble abroad, you're on your own. The psychological toll is immense: exile, isolation, and a sense of betrayal. This isn't just paperwork, it's your life, your history, your future. Real people have lost everything over a misunderstood form or a forgotten oath. Don't let a simple mistake erase your American story. Protect your status before it's too late. Here's your action plan. 5 crucial steps, a carefully constructed strategy designed to protect your citizenship. Think of it as an essential checklist for maintaining your rights and privileges as a U.S. citizen, even while living abroad. First, read every document you sign, especially those originating from foreign governments. Don't just skim, scrutinize. Understand each clause, each sentence, each word. If you see words like allegiance or renunciation, stop immediately and get a certified translation from a reputable source. These terms can have significant legal implications. Second, always, without fail, file your U.S. taxes every single year, even if you owe absolutely nothing. It's concrete proof that you intend to maintain and keep your citizenship, a clear signal to the U.S. government of your continued commitment. Third, exercise extreme caution and be very wary about accepting any position, role, or responsibility within a foreign government or military organization. Always, without exception, consult with the U.S. Embassy or a qualified immigration attorney before making any decisions. Get expert advice. Fourth, keep your U.S. passport current and valid at all times. Renew your passport well in advance of its expiration date. Update your address with the relevant authorities, and enroll in the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program, STEP, for added security and peace of mind. Fifth, when you are in doubt or facing a complex situation, always consult a qualified U.S. citizenship and immigration attorney. Seek out a true specialist, not just a local expert, not a well-meaning friend, but a board-certified specialist in immigration law. Don't gamble with your citizenship status. Get sound, professional advice before making any significant moves or decisions that could impact your status. Filing your taxes diligently and renewing your passport promptly are more than just routine chores. They're your vital lifeline, your tangible connection to the United States. Never, under any circumstances, sign anything that you do not fully and completely understand. If you're in the process of applying for residency or citizenship in another country, pay close attention and watch out for any oaths or declarations that could potentially be interpreted as a renunciation of your U.S. citizenship. Remember, FATCA means that the IRS is already aware of your presence abroad. Filing is about demonstrating compliance with the law, not about attempting to conceal information. Plan your passport renewals well in advance. Don't procrastinate, and definitely don't let your passport expire. Be completely honest and transparent with your attorney about every single detail of your situation. No secrets, no omissions. These 5 essential steps are your robust armor, your primary defense against any potential bureaucratic disaster that could threaten your citizenship. Complacency is your greatest enemy in this process. Unwavering vigilance is your strongest shield. Build a secure fortress around your citizenship. Don't wait for a crisis to erupt before taking proactive measures. The bureaucracy never sleeps. It's a constant presence, and therefore neither should your awareness. Stay proactive, stay informed, and stay protected at all times. Retirees, listen up. Your dream life abroad is full of hidden traps. The biggest risk? Not knowing the rules. Innocent mistakes can have devastating consequences. Joining a local committee, signing a form, or ticking the wrong box can all be misinterpreted as intent to relinquish citizenship. Peer pressure in expat communities is dangerous. Just because others do it doesn't make it safe. Ignorance of U.S. law is never an excuse. You're responsible for knowing the rules, no matter where you live. Past actions, even decades old, can come back to haunt you. Local professionals may not understand U.S. law. Their advice could put you at risk. Acquiring a second citizenship or residency for convenience can be the most complex and risky move you make. Even healthcare decisions can push you toward actions that jeopardize your status. The relaxed lifestyle you've earned can lull you into a false sense of security. The laws are rigid and unforgiving. Your paradise can turn into a bureaucratic nightmare overnight. Stay vigilant, question everything, and never assume you're safe just because life feels easy. Protect your golden years by staying informed and cautious. Let's build your fortress, a fortress of citizenship, strong and impenetrable. 4 pillars, each crucial to safeguard your citizenship. Think of them as the cornerstones of your security. First, learn the laws. Understand the nuances and complexities that govern your citizenship status. Read the State Department's guidance on loss and renunciation. It's your primary resource for understanding potential pitfalls. Stay updated. Laws change. What was true yesterday might not be true today, so continuous learning is essential. Second, be relentlessly cautious. Approach every decision with a critical eye, always considering potential consequences. Before joining any group, signing any document, or voting locally, consider the implications. Ask, could this be misinterpreted as intent to relinquish? This question should be your constant companion. If you're unsure, don't act until you've checked with an expert. Hesitation is your friend in these situations. Third, find a qualified U.S. immigration attorney now, not when you're in trouble. Proactive preparation is key. Have their contact info ready. Keep it easily accessible both digitally and physically. Get a citizenship audit, a comprehensive review of your status. Review your history, oaths, and actions for hidden risks. Uncover any potential vulnerabilities before they become problems. Fourth, stay in regular contact with the U.S. Embassy. They are your lifeline abroad. Enroll in STEP, the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. Renew your passport in person whenever possible to maintain a direct connection. Attend embassy events. Engage with the community and stay informed. Embassy records can be crucial if your intent is ever questioned. Documentation is your defense. Ongoing education and vigilance are key, the cornerstones of your defense. Make it a habit to review the rules yearly. Set a reminder and dedicate time to this crucial task. Be wary of oaths, declarations, and roles that could be seen as government participation. Avoid any appearance of divided loyalty. Separate your private life from anything that looks like official involvement. Maintain clear boundaries to protect your citizenship. These 4 pillars, education, caution, legal counsel, and embassy contact, require discipline, not complexity. They are simple but essential. Build your life abroad on this strong foundation for peace of mind. Secure your future and enjoy your retirement. Your retirement should be secure, not stressful, a time of relaxation and enjoyment. Take action now. Don't delay securing your citizenship and your future. We've covered a lot, but this is about empowerment, not fear. Your citizenship is precious. Protect it with intention. Make a commitment comment below. I will protect my citizenship. Share your story and questions. Your experience helps others. If you found this valuable, share, and subscribe. At Discover Top 10, we're here to give you the knowledge you need to live safely and securely wherever you are.